share dan subscribe. Okay, itu saja. Okay, so sekarang saya berada di rumah cousin. Saya pinjam kereta cousin dulu. Lepas tu jumpa ini TikToker. Nama dia Mr. Sam. Boleh kita review kereta dia lah. Saya coba di McD lah. Mr. Sam. Oke, Mr. Sam di sini. Oh, cantiknya. Betul dia cantik bro. Oh, ini. Bang, boleh kenakan diri gak?
Guys, so nama saya Mr. Sam. Kalau korang nak tengok kereta ni, korang boleh pergi dekat TikTok saya. Tapi hari ni kita nak review kereta ni kan. So Ming sudah minta saya review. Jom. So sekarang ni aku tengah pakai spoiler. Spoiler ni daripada kedua. Yang ni adalah kat belakang ni aku tambah lagi. Dia extended. So yang ni adalah spoiler BMW F40. Kalau korang tengok dekat bawah sini kan, aku sudah pakai custom bracket untuk customkan tapak untuk aku custom. So dia akan duduk dekat atas cermin, tapi dia tetap ikat dekat spoiler body. Aku sudah test, jangan takut. 18 tak goyang. Untuk Myvi saya sekarang ni aku tengah pakai lampu yang kita panggil lampu Venom. Yang ni lampu Venom aku dapatkan dekat car accessories ENG lah. Kalau korang berminat, korang boleh beli dekat reflector lah, dia macam diamnya universal. Dan ni size dia 15 inci. Aku pakai kuning merah. Aku pakai Baptronic. Tapi tak apa, exhaust ni Baptronic, so dia boleh on off lah. Yang ni saya sekarang ni aku pakai Avanti Storm S1. So kenapa aku pakai rim ni? Sebab dia ringan. Selain itu aku pun ada pakai brake lah. Yang ni brake forward Confess. Confess ni dia brand Malaysia tau. So kalau korang nak cari untuk Myvi Gen 3 korang boleh pakai. Korang boleh nampak kereta ni sudah lower. Saiz tayar aku pakai 19 50/16. Sekarang dia satu jari saja. Satu jari sebab kenapa aku pakai ENG Racing. So ENG Racing adalah brand Malaysia dan tempat kerja saya. Kalau korang nak cari adjustable, siap pasang, siap nak fitment ataupun nak buat berapa jari nak spring, carilah saya. Sekarang aku pakai lampu yang ni kita panggil lampu BMW lah. Dia pakai RGB, so kita boleh control pakai X. So yang ni daripada street garage, time aku ambil dia actually put kosong. So fiber kosong sajalah. Aku pergi buat body work dan aku grab. Sekarang ini aku sudah balut dalam kain carbon fiber. So design aku pakai design GR lah, balut carbon macam tu lah. So korang boleh tengok memang clean lah. So ini aku buat sendiri saja. Tak ada hantar kedai. Okay, korang boleh nampak yang aku sudah letak button macam Porsche kan. So kiri kanan pun ada tapi dia memang function. Dia memang function. Apa function dia? Aku sudah buat untuk on off exhaust saya lah. Twitter ni aku beli dekat Shopee saja. Aku pun lupa nama dia. Tapi Twitter ni special. Sebab kenapa? Dia boleh adjust. Dan aku pasang dekat mana? Aku pasang dekat pillar. So gear knob ni actually gear knob style Mugen. Untuk kereta saya ambient light, apa yang aku pakai? So ambient light ni plug and play daripada VE Automat. Meter guys. Meter pun aku dah tukar papan meter dia lah. So kalau korang nak tengok proses dia, pergi dekat TikTok saya. Okey, dekat pintu pula aku buat ala-ala style macam GTI ataupun Porsche lah. Porsche pun ada kain macam ni. So yang ni kita panggil kain polo style. So kalau korang nak buat juga, aku buat dekat Kazakh card, dia specialist dekat Balakong. Okay, so meter yang external ni, meter ni actually brand Luffy. Apa yang dia boleh baca, especially untuk kereta-kereta macam Pro 2 sekarang kan, dia tak ada water temp. So kalau korang nak baca water temp, inilah cara dia. Sebab yang ni aku curi dari Pro 2 arus. Yang ni adalah visor Pro 2 arus. Sebab awek aku, dia selalu nak komplain, nak make up tak boleh buat. So macam mana? Aku customkan visor daripada Pro 2 arus. So memang tapak dia plug and play saja. So bumbung ni aku buat Alcantara. So dia memang cantik lah. Untuk player saya, yang ni aku pakai Yonon untuk Toyota version. So aku memang dah custom naik atas dekat, aku memang custom dan pasang dekat my V. So aku pun tak cukup lagi, aku custom lagi UI dia untuk bagi rasa-rasa macam memang dari tulang Pro 2 sendiri. Tapi dia Android player. So kalau korang nak beli, link dekat description. Tapi video ni tak boleh cover semua. Kalau mau cakap memang sampai esok pun tak habis-habis lah. So kalau korang betul-betul, yang ni adalah visor Pro 2 arus. Sebab awek aku, dia selalu nak komplain, nak make up tak boleh buat. So macam mana? Aku customkan visor daripada Pro 2 arus. So memang tapak dia plug and play saja. So bumbung ni aku buat Alcantara. So dia memang cantik lah. Untuk player saya, yang ni aku pakai Yonon untuk Toyota version. So aku memang dah custom naik atas dekat, aku memang custom dan pasang dekat my V. So aku pun tak cukup lagi Yonon untuk Toyota version. So aku memang dah custom naik atas dekat, aku memang custom dan pasang dekat my V. So aku pun tak cukup lagi, aku custom lagi UI dia untuk bagi rasa-rasa macam memang dari tulang Pro 2 sendiri. Tapi dia Android player. So kalau korang nak beli, link dekat description. Tapi video ni tak boleh cover semua. Kalau mau cakap memang sampai esok pun tak habis-habis lah. So kalau korang betul-betul mau tengok apa yang aku sudah buat dekat kereta ni kan, korang boleh pergi dekat TikTok saya.
Okay, thank you bro. Thank you.
So kalau korang mau tengok video macam ini juga kan, lain kali korang kena subscribe dekat MSG Premium. Ciao.
A Chinese classic that all like that. A lot of these Chinese teams still loved it, that hero in that role. And it is it's pretty good. Okay, bad game, yeah. I mean, it looks pretty good. The glimpse can be annoying. The Void Spear matchup is not the best, but you're good against the two other cores, and you're a kiting hero.
We do not have a cleaving carry on the side of the Cult Brothers. He still opted for the Corrosive Dragon form. Nobody likes the Red Dragon form. Everybody is Forsaken. Fly. He has led them into a trap potentially. But will he die first? He dies first. Collapse gets the kill on Fly first. It's still going to be a Cult Brothers picking up the better of the situation. They'll get 2 kills out of it. But you gave up first blood and you're giving up 3 bounty runes, so golds.
I mean, the thing about Axe is you just don't want to end up fighting the support in the one-on-one with Battle Hunger getting thrown in, because that's basically the worst trade you can make on the lane.
Closen does what damage he can to Rue, but he's very dead. He's going to be run down by Collapse. The best he can hope is Fly gets the trait to kill, and that doesn't happen at all. In fact, Rue is so healthy, he's going to put even more damage on Fly. Now Fly is the one in trouble here. Is Collapse going to run him down as well? He does. He gets the spin for a double. That's true.
If anything, I think you send the Disruptor bottom here and just completely ransack this lane. Let the Sven do it.
Closen thought he could turn around and get some damage out, and He did do the damage. A lot more damage was done to him in the process, and now he's in danger of dying to another Battle Hunger. Got him on the Bushwhack, and that gives the vision for the Battle Hunger to finish him off.
Didn't get the tick though. No code blood stack.
No.
Very sad for Collapse.
Thor's pretty far out here. Gotta flame break him back in, chase for the kill. I think they might have him here. That final hit, it's not quite enough. He'll tick out though over time due to the flame break. Zeal glimpses back underneath tower. He knew he wasn't gonna make it out alive. That's fine. He got his man. He killed the enemy carry. He killed Yotaro.
You could make a rotation with this puck too if you want to. Like, both teams can basically ransack the enemy safe lane if they want to. That's the point of attack here.
Half HP, but Laurel here to defend his carry. Nice bushwhack on the two supports as well, but Coil from Emo is going to catch Laurel. Laurel is tanky enough thanks to the shields he gets from that Sanctuary facet that they can't actually kill him. The best Emo could really do here is get a kill on Rue. That's not possible. And Zeal's stuck around long enough that he gets caught. That is no good at all. You're just...
The shot? Got him.
Lands the shot. Does not land the kill. Boboka lives, and Emo kills Rue instead. Closen, he's going to be chopped down. First chop of the game for Collapse, but Flyflies come into this one. They'll find Panto. The supports everywhere they go are getting picked apart here. Zeal got the grab onto Laurel, do not have the detection for him, and he's got steps anyway. Wants the kill on Zeal. He's gonna go for the kill on Zeal. He will have it off the Dissimilate. Now he's kind of stuck though. No step up here. I don't think that was worth it.
Yeah, that does not.
Somehow, neither team has matched the other. Collapse, surely he gets caught here. No Blink Dagger to get away from all this. And more than enough damage, I expect.
Big kill. Big kill. He was almost level 12.
Mega 900 gold kill.
4x streak, yeah. That's the biggest one they could have gotten on the map.
Yeah. I mean, it'll put the pipe to the dust.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We will have a lot of that backline damage. Some of it is percentage based, too. This Elder Titan amping up the magic damage and going on to the Void Spear right now. Stumble into a Static Storm, though. Catching two inside the Static Storm. Laurel with the double steps, trying to burst down this Dragon Knight. Couldn't quite finish him up, and now he's getting grabbed by the lasso with no more steps left. Emo and Flyfly both survived despite Pelosin's excellent, or Panto's excellent Static Storm. Still, Yotoro's here, and he'll clean up Zeal and Boboka.
Going more?
Glimpse back, get another one. It's saying that Yakult have run out of damage. They might be right about that. They haven't run out of lives, though. A buyback immediately from Boboka. See if he can land a stomp, but Yotoro, he does. That is massive. Now the team resetting to finish him off. They've got him. Turning back to Collapse, and Team Spirit getting over-aggressive with it.
Way too over-aggressive. That is a massive teamfight throw. Nice buyback from Boboka. Super worth.
So close.
Super, super worth here. And that ends up being a great fight for the 1 and 2 of Yakult. Both the DK and the puck get a lot out of that. Will Emo throw it back? He will.
Spirit Vessel should take him out here. The final one, got him.
Dude, the last tick. Some games you get a fast blink Slardar, but I think Slardar is a good example of you can get a fast blink on Slardar, and then how many games do we see like Slardar blinks in, tries to kill someone, and just ends up dying?
Yeah, he just dies over and over again. He has no game at 45 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, nice blink. Ooh, Emo, he's dead.
Nice follow-up there from Panto.
To me, this is just, I don't know, this is Boboka doing Boboka things. It's just kind of a waste of gold to me, but maybe he'll get a rampage with it or something.
Laurel in and out, gets a haster, and they lock him down with a coil. Try and kill him with the stuns, but they draw a lot of the attention away, thanks to the call, and Yotoro certainly has the damage now. The Yakult brothers, as you said, they're fighting up against a bunch of armor and a pipe, bunch of resistances. Not the same for Yotoro, as there aren't really any armor items yet on your Colt brothers. Lasso trying to pull him into tier 3 with the Earth Splitter. They're going to do a decent amount here. Yatoro gets to half. And about half is where he will remain. As they'll catch the heroes inside of the call. Static Storm. And wipe your Colt brothers out entirely.
Ooh, Panther with the smoke break. Did see the Daedalus finish for Yatoro. He is a beast right now. Oh, Fly gets the
Got the
BKB up this
initiation,
time.
big kill. Kills Panther. Ooh, at the same time though, Emo gets jumped, and as you said, the Dragonite versus Sven matchup. Sven, he's gonna win this matchup when it comes to a man fight every time, despite Zeal's best attempts with the lasso. Almost killing Collapse here. Collapse, low, Glimmer Cape providing him enough of a shield. Zeal with the final couple of hits. Oh, we got him a Lotus Orb. He takes off the sticky napalm stacks, and there's no damage. Ultra Rampage for Yatoro.
The tips come, even Baboka tips him. He's like, man, you're good, brother. You're wiping our ass. I mean, perfect Daedalus timing. But you lose too many cores at the start of that engagement with the puck going down and the DK having to run. There's no one to stand your ground and fight this Sven, and he just cleans house. Another Rampage to add to Yatoro's legacy here.
And Emo, that's going to effectively be a dieback. Playing Dota and play the chat wheel instead.
Hey, at least they're in good spirits, man.
Why
you know?
are they spamming so much, man? If I hear that mambo one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Stun macro fire. Boy, that's not doing any damage, huh?
No.
And now
Nice
they lasso
lasso.
him underneath the macro fire.
Yeah.
It's still not doing any damage. He just sat in the macro fire the entire time.
Yeah. Now this game's over.
And that wasn't like a satanic. That's just... Well, it was a satanic towards the end.
I mean, we never even got an item on Element. Like, that's the problem with this item build. I'm not saying if he has a solar or a drum or something, it changes a lot, but that's the issue. Dota's a game of small momentum-based differences, and we just haven't really seen it from Yakult this event. It's been off for them. Bad deaths around the map. The drafting's been pretty all over the place. Even the little things that go right for them, they're not able to transition into more, so...
So that's that's a very rough matchup, right? Like, you talked about how bad it was for Quinn. Is it worse for Ember?
This is, I mean, it's quite a hopeless lane. I think
I'm looking forward to see early rotations. I'm watching the Tusk or the Willow. I want to see an early TP, like pre 4 minutes.
We're talking about the Willow. This might just end up being a first blood here for Yatoro, as he's going to be able to chase down Boxy. And, yep, there's nowhere for Boxy to run or TP. He is gone. First blood for Yatoro on the gyro.
Well, that's Dream Start. Has to use quite a bit of mana, of course, but we'll be able to replenish it quickly. His first wave was actually quite beautiful. He did exactly what was mentioned. He got a pretty dream block. He got the level 2 immediately. So he got Flame Guard and instantly pulled that secondary wave. So he's holding his own, sure. Last hits are going to be kind of sad for him, but he's getting into a position where he can deny some creeps from those.
Top lane.
Again.
Boxy, dead again. Able to make that move there immediately.
Yatoro's pushed off the wave here. And now Rue also perhaps in trouble as well.
I mean, Panto has managed to come back over for the backup. Boxy still as low as he is. I think Boxy's going to be dying again here, Fogged. Unless he can deny himself to the neutrals, he can't. Another opportunity for Yatoro to be able to clean up Boxy. Ace is trying to finish off Rue, but still doesn't have quite enough burst to finish the job off. So even with that amount of focus from Liquid, they're not really getting what they'd hoped for up here. They've got the glimpse back up, so they're going to be able to chase him down quite a bit, get a pretty decent glimpse back. If they got enough damage with the rocket barrage and such, Tofu's here to try and help out. Goes over towards Rue, but Rue's got the Decrepify. He's dodging around, keeping his distance. Tofu tries to catch him in the charge, will get the kill. So Liquid at least able to take down Rue at the end of it all. But Yatoro still remains strong on this top lane.
He is cruising in the farm. He has the same net worth as the TA, but getting these extra kills is huge. Boxy really struggling right now this morning. 0 and 3 in this lane. And they picked him a kind of like harder to kill hero with the Shadow Realm, but just... Yeah,
they want to try and make it go on Yatoro again. Tofu's sticking around. They get the roll forward and the shards. It's not enough to kill Yatoro. They'll Timber Chain in. They will get the kill, but the kinetic field is down.
Ace
taking tower hits here. Panto's going to be able to make sure that even though they get Yatoro Liquid, it's going to cost them quite a bit. It's cost them 2 lives. Boxy will have the Shadow Realm up in a second, but he's got no TP. It's still on cooldown, but yeah, should be at least able to run.
And Panto's going to either way, Panto gets some insane cleanup kills. Like, they killed the Gyro, but look at the levels on this Disruptor are going to be crazy now. He's almost level 5, so that 6 is going to come out very early. And is Boxy actually able to still get away? Looks like he is. Yatoro considering if he wants to cut him off. See if that ends up working.
I'm top. They're posturing aggressively, Liquid here. Ace with the backup of the 2 supports, Boxy and Tofu.
Toro's 6 now.
They're ready to fight back here. In fact, it's going to be Spirit leading him first onto Ace. Cooldown coming in. Lyle with the rotation as well. Jumps across. They could take down Ace and Liquid. They can't fight back in that sort of situation. Both Tofu and Boxy, they have to run. It's still sort of similar, right? Because he was in a matchup that was tough and then was trying to make the recovery as this kind of very active mid that's playing from behind.
That one felt much more... I think that one felt more miserable. That one, they just felt super outdrafted, but this one still definitely feels hard. They're going to look for a play in mid. Laurel.
See if they've got the burst. They do. Ace coming in clutch there. Huge amounts of damage. Boxy tries to TP out, not making it away again. But as for a trade, they'll take that. Oh, Nisha. Careful with the remnants.
Wait,
They're going to get on top of the early thunder. He's now got 1 remnant back up, but he's not going to be able to throw it out. As he's just dead. What happened? He just jumped back under the tower, right? What went on there? Oh, we've got to get a replay of that one.
Oh, is Collapse on him?
Or was he just a glimpse back? I don't know. He was out and then he wasn't.
It was not a glimpse out. Panther was not there.
No. And then, yeah, I clicked the wrong remnant, right?
Messed up. You just clicked the wrong thing, I guess. I don't know. I was super confused. I mean, they tipped Collapse, so I thought maybe Collapse did some type of mind game to him, but... All right, back in the game. Bottom.
Yep, indeed. Static Storm's down. Collapse. Trying to get away here from the 2 of them. Should be fine. I mean, Nisha's going to try and chase. We'll get him with the chains and jump forward from Mickey. They're able to clean up Collapse. Lars turned up, though. Nisha, he's got that last remnant. Will be able to jump away to dodge lava. Mickey under the tower. He's going to go for the TP out. He'll make it back in time. Mickey surviving that. They've got a trap set down, so Liquid's going to know that this is coming.
Ace, BKB's on cooldown.
Get the opening onto Ace. 10 seconds until he's going to be able to pop that BKB. He might just be able to live long enough to get the chance to use it. 3 seconds, 2, 1. It's back up. There it is. He'll pop the BKB, Timber Chain, go for the TP, but the physical damage will still be enough to kill him off. So, I mean, I don't know if Mickey wants to be doing this. This is a dangerous area of the map. I mean, Nisha's starting to make his way over. They smoked him up to try and get him in a little bit quicker. But quick enough to get here in time. It's going to be close. The fear coming in, Bilal pops the BKB, able to finish the Roche, get the Aegis, turn towards Boxy, takes him out. Nisha will have to pop the BKB, try for the TP out. It's a lot of damage, bringing him low, but not quite enough to kill him. So at least with the BKB TP, he will survive. Off to the side of Toro, he's in on top of Mickey. Mickey tries to hide with him out, but the cooldown comes in, kills off the TA. This has ended disastrously for Liquid. They tried to time the interruption, but Lal, he was more than ready. BKB stands his ground and ensures that the Roche, the Aegis, the team fight, it's all Spirit.
I think they might.
He's 100 gold away from the BKB. So this is huge timing to catch him.
Gets the blink, but he's caught.
Yeah, glimpses there, back into the Static Storm, able to make that move.
Fake brain.
Absolutely off the back of what you said, just the fact that they were sort of able to fake them out by showing.
Collapse about to have his Lotus. That's actually huge. Massive game to have these dispels.
Boxy giving them some vision here. But now he's been spotted out. And now Lal, he's got the setup to jump straight over to Tofu. Tofu will buy a bit of safety here inside the snowball, but as soon as he's out, he's gone.
Spirit playing it very cleanly here as a team. Nisha.
So what they can force out from him. Yep, they can force the BKB out there. Nisha having a pop
out. You're going for Nisha.
Indeed, Spirit, they want to try and chase on for this. They'll get the glimpse back onto Mickey. Mickey, quick with the blink though afterwards. We're fine for now. There's the jump forward. Lara ready to go for round 2. Immediately in on top of Mickey. The cooldown's coming in as well. The fear will come through, but Yatora is in with the Manta Dodge. Manta dodges the fear flying out from Boxy, so he can push on, take down Mickey. Ace is going to turn over towards Lara and manages to at least burst the Huskar. But it's Mickey dead again. Again on these final moments where he's trying to get this BKB done. It's going to get slowed down again. He's still not quite got the money for it, Fogged. These are painful deaths.
Spirit they're understanding that, right? They knew he didn't have it. That's why they chased so relentlessly into the base there. They do lose Laurel, so it's a nice kill that Ace is able to get there at the end of it, but Mickey is not able to get that farm. Yatoro, now they found Nisha.
They have. His BKB's on cooldown. He's got no way to live.
This next fight, it could close the game out if Spirit gets a good connection.
It could get pretty bloody. There's the jump. They get the opening straight in onto Mickey. Mickey has to put the BKB immediately to try and survive Ace. Looking to burst through Rue on the backlines, but Rue's able to get the ward off, and he's starting to heal up with the life
healing.
stream. They couldn't kill Rue. Rue survives. Ace, he's just dead. Dies to the ward of Rue at the end of it all. I mean, Ace
Rue is
went
full
all in for
HP.
Rue there. And even with the BKB, I mean, once it came to an end, Rue, he ended up having the last laugh as the Pugner.
I'd see Pugnas just do this way too much. Like, this ward is insane how much it heals, but then he's got the backup of his teammates too. The Lotus gets thrown onto him. He's got Glimmer, Solar, Essence Ring. He's not fragile. He may look like it because he's a little bony guy, but he most definitely is not.
Collapse, he's it. So we'll get the punch up, trying to turn him. Okay, we'll be able to blink out in time with the refraction, protecting him from the static storm links, but the glimpse is there. Brings him back over towards Lala, puts the BKB to finish off Mickey. Dead for a minute, no buyback on him. Nisha's trying to hold them back with the slight change, but it's just not enough damage. Tofu, he's in with the shards, but they just don't have the damage to kill Spirit. Spirit surviving through it all, pushing on to the barracks here in the mid lane. They'll take up the range racks. They'll give a little bit of respect here as the TPs start to come in. As Spirit, they know that they're in no rush. They're under no pressure right now.
They're going to stick around.
Tofu is going to try and get the jump on towards Rue. This time around, they will be able to kill off the Pugner. Can they get more liquid? They need it. Rolling over towards Yatoro, but the cooldown's already there, as well as the shield crash. Tofu, he's dead. Onto the side, Lal finds Boxy once again.
The cores are alive.
He's got to run. Blink back to the high ground. Nisha will have the BKB ready to press again in 5 seconds, but still has to be careful. To Spirit, they're coming straight back in, on towards the melee racks. Nisha, open up the slider fist. BKB's back up if he gets pressured. Just 2 versus the 3 of them. They didn't quite finish at the melee racks. Buyback comes out from Boxy. Liquid. Got Ace and Boxy leading towards Yatoro. They're in on top of the gyro. They're going to be able to finally bring him down. A lot of money there for Ace as they finally put an end to that kill streak of Yatoro. Liquid, they will manage to hold and keep that melee ranks alive. I mean, Spirit's going to definitely have something to say about this. Because Collapse is coming over. He's got the Rolling Thunder at the ready. This is very difficult for Liquid to finish. They get the jump onto the side, though. They find Rue. Rue, is he able to survive? This time not. They'll cut him down. Static Storm's there, on towards the 3 of them. Benisha's got the BKB at the ready. Looking towards Lal, but Collapse coming in from the side of the Rolling Thunder. They have the control of Nisha. Lal will fall. Nisha, he doesn't want to be a part of this anymore. Bailing out now with the TP. Does mean that Mickey's sort of left on his lonesome here. Mickey's still looking towards Collapse. The rest of Spirit heading over towards chasing Ace as he's got a homing missile heading his way. Rue, they'd opt for the buyback here to help out with this play. They've got the initial control onto Ace. BKB's back up in 15 seconds. That's quite a lot of seconds he's going to need to live, though. He's going to try, but the glimpse is there. Takes him straight back over towards Yatoro. That's Ace gone. So Liquid, this time, will be able to finish off the job on the melee racks. Liquid, they smoke up. We'll see what sort of angle they look to try and strike from.
Gotta watch out because the Ag's Disruptor, so even if they full jump the Pugna, they could just get countered.
Gonna try and get something out of Yatoro. They get the chains onto him with the Glimmer and the heels coming in and package him with the Static Storm onto the 2 of them. He's caught Ace and he's caught Nisha here with the Ag Static Storm. So Ace, no chance for a BKB. He's gone. Nisha will finally get the BKB off. He'll get the Slider Fist as well. So maybe a chance to fight back here. He'll look towards Lal. They'll get Lal, but it costs Nisha his life. And Nisha does not have the buyback available. Yatoro pushing on here, banner down as well. They're protecting the creeps. Boxy trying to look for Rue, but Rue just turns. Life drains back up. Yatoro gets the triple as he continues to push on with the flak. Mickey jumping out at the base, trying to find a kill, but the Decrepify was there, keeping Collapse safe. Mickey's gonna die for this. Ultra kill from Yatoro. As Spirit, they only lose the 2, then they can push on Yatoro. He's looking for that Rampage, and he's going to get it. Turns towards Ace, picks up the Rampage. Spirit, they're ready to close this one up, Fog. GG. And they will. GG's called. Liquid, they'll tap out. Team Spirit to take the game.
Team destroyed a turret.
It's nice to look on the bright side from time to time. I have to admit that money can't buy everything. We stand together! The raging tiger has returned. And now you have my attention. NEO. Get to the bottom of every case.
Attack the turret! Mega kill!
Don't make me get serious.
Ally has slain the turret!
Entire unit is killed during war.
An enemy has been slain!
The raging tiger has returned. Tiger's wrath!
Your team destroyed the turret!
We stand together! Are you trying to rip me off?
An enemy has been slain!
Tiger's wrath!
Slain an enemy!
Case closed.
Killing spree!
NEO. We get to the bottom of every case.
An ally has slain more!
You had your chance. We stand together! Don't make this harder on yourself. The raging tiger has returned. There goes my food budget. You had your chance.
Shut down! Your team initiated retreat!
And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life.
Don't make me get serious.
Your team destroyed the turret!
And now you have my attention.
Team destroyed the turret!
The raging tiger has returned. Don't make me get serious.
Like a bass guitar. You know down and mess me
And now you have my attention. We stand together! You had your chance. Are you trying to rip me off? Don't make this harder on yourself.
Ally has been slain. Monster kill. Your team destroyed the turret.
And now you have my attention. Don't make this harder on yourself. The raging tiger has returned. Shame it had to come to this.
Shut down.
You had your chance.
Initiate retreat.
It's nice to look on the bright side from time to time. Don't make me get serious. Don't make this harder on yourself.
Ally has been slain.
Don't make me get serious.
Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat.
Just another bad day.
And I've been
An enemy has been slain.
Baby,
The raging tiger has returned.
could be so. I know she got the good vibes when.
Even I have to admit that money can't buy everything.
Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey.
Are you trying to rip me off?
I don't need to speak a single word.
If you must, fight to protect yourself and your loved ones.
My tongue tied up, and I don't need to speak a single word. 'Cause you got me holding.
There's There's no case we can't solve.
Attack the Lord! Turret has been destroyed.
And now you have my attention.
Possessed by a
Attack the Lord!
The moment I held this stone tablet, I felt it call to me.
Our turret is under attack. Ally has Our turret has been destroyed. Enemy rampage. Initiate retreat.
You had your chance. We stand together! Ah! Don't make this harder on yourself. Tiger's Wrath! Don't make me get serious. We stand together! The raging tiger has returned.
Your turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Enemy dominating.
You had your chance. Tiger's Wrath!
And every time I carry all this quiet shit, 'cause all the pressure in my chest, I've gotta fight to catch my breath when every step's
My entire unit was killed during the war.
Where do I go from?
Our turret is under attack. Our base is under attack.
Don't make this harder on yourself. You had your chance. We stand together!
Under attack.
Don't make me get serious.
They stop, now I won't mind. Before I rise, I take
There's no case we can't solve.
Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
Where do I go from here?
And now you have my attention. We stand together! The raging tiger has returned.
Initiate retreat.
Don't make this harder on yourself.
Your turret is under attack.
Tiger's Wrath! The raging tiger has returned.
Our base is under attack.
You had your chance. Tiger's wrath!
Quite well played. Request that.
Maybe I should just call it Billy. We stand together! Ha! If it wasn't for that kid, I would have quit a long time ago. Don't make me get serious.
Initiate retreat.
And now you have my attention.
Double kill.
The raging tiger has returned. Don't make me get serious. Tiger's wrath!
Ally has slain Lord.
Sorry, business is business. Don't make this harder on yourself. Ha! You had your chance. Are you trying to rip me off? Even I have to admit that money can't buy everything. And now you have my attention. There goes my food budget. Don't make this harder on yourself. Don't make me get serious. And now you have my attention. We stand together! You had your chance. And now you have my attention. Tiger's wrath! There goes my food budget. The raging tiger has returned.
Unknown Brain, Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the time.
NEO. We get to the bottom of every case.
Manipulator, playing games, different commentators, and I don't know what you think about conversations, but
Don't make me get serious.
Slain. Gotta stay away from all you get. Find somebody else to let.
We stand together!
The grass is greener on the other side. You did me dirty for the last time. So now I gotta say goodbye.
If you must, fight to protect yourself and your loved ones. The moment I held this stone tablet, I felt it call to me. Just another bad day. The raging tiger has returned.
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe.
Tiger's wrath!
Now you gotta face the music.
I know that I gotta stay away from all you get. I know
It's nice to look on the bright side from time to time.
don't realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. You did me dirty for the last time.
Are you trying to rip me off?
Say goodbye.
Don't make me get serious. When can I just put all this behind me? My entire unit was killed during the war. And now you have my attention. We stand together! So weak. You had your chance.
Killing spree. Has been slain.
Get serious. The raging tiger has returned.
Victory!
Best to give me cause I'm taking the world you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty cause I'm taking the world.
Komplain dekat TikTok, kata chef jual murah sangat.
Cuma setengah customer dah tunggu. Memang lambat habis.
Tak rugi ke je? Walaupun tepi jalan tapi sibuk dia macam kedai makan Ini chef, berapa kilo prepare sehari?
Sehari kita 45 kilo.
45 kilo eh? Itu ayam ke ikan tu?
Ni ayam saja.
Dia ada dua kan?
Ada dua. Kita ada ayam dengan ikan. Di kedai dia kita ada 5 flavor dengan 3 sos. So saya dalam progress nak buat kat Ipoh ni kita ada 10 sos, 10 flavor. In progress.
Tapi banyak yang komplain dekat TikTok, kata chef jual murah sangat.
Saya jual murah. Saya jual untuk target budak sekolah.
RM10.
RM10 dapat 3 pieces.
3 pieces?
Besar. Dia siapkan dengan fries dengan sos.
Oh, ni dah memang dah perap siap
Kita
lah.
dah perap semalaman.
Oh, ini memang order banyak ni memang kena prepare banyak
Kita
je.
prepare awal. Sebab kita 10.30 customer dah tunggu. Chicken tender.
Oh, ni chicken tender
Ni kita ada kerinting-kerinting tu.
Oh, ni nampak pun crispy ni.
Sampai petang ada crispy lagi.
Sampai petang crispy. Berapa jam dia boleh tahan crispy tu?
Sampai malam.
Sampai malam
Kita guna air fryer balik, nanti dia crispy balik.
Alright. Pukul 10 dah masak banyak-banyak je
Kita dah prepare customer order banyak. Customer boleh order awal, nanti dia pick up.
Macam mana chef? Cara nak order tu?
WhatsApp saya, nombor 011
Okey.
2190
Okey.
3702.
Nak beli step pukul apa je?
Sebelah tu boleh walk in dah. Okay, ni favorite kita lah. Ni selalu habis.
Fish and chip
Ni kita habis awal. Customer kita sekarang ni 90% tu repeat customer.
Chef ni berapa jam je? Dengar dekat TikTok dia orang selalu komplain juga kata habis awal.
11 sampai 1 dah habis.
Kenapa singkat benar masa meneganya?
Sebab customer order banyak. Saya buat pun sehari 300-400 set je.
300-400 set 2 jam settle.
2 jam settle.
Maksudnya 11-12.
Itu belum COD lagi. Ada yang COD lagi.
Okey, itu yang walk in je lah.
Walk in, Grab pun ada lagi.
Maksudnya kena awal je
Kena awal, kena booking awal.
Lambat habis.
Lambat habis.
Chef menega berapa tahun aja?
Saya baru 4 bulan.
Oh, baru 4 bulan?
Ini saya bekerja.
Oh, dulu bekerja?
Saya bekerja. Saya buat kafe orang, restoran orang. Tapi gaji tak bayar.
Setelah mencari pengalaman beberapa tahun, bisnes sendiri.
Bisnes sendiri.
Dulu pernah kerja di hotel-hotel?
Saya dulu dekat Eastern Nilai Negeri Sembilan.
Berapa tahun je kulineri ni?
13 tahun.
13 tahun?
13.
Patutlah ramai orang. Okey, itu saiz dia. Boleh tunjuk saiz dia je?
Ni kita punya ENG Kita bagi
besar tu. 2 pieces RM10.
RM10. Sekali dengan season fries. Special kita tartar sauce kita buat sendiri.
Buat sendiri Chef, kenapa jual murah tak rugi ke je? Biasa saya tengok lah kan, yang trending kat KL tu jual, oi ni puluh-puluh ni. Paling murah pun 17, 18.
Saya nak bagi orang rasa food saya.
Maksudnya sambil chef menega ni nak kongsi rezeki sikit lah.
Betul-betul. So kita ikan ni kita guna teknik double frying. 3 minit first fry, second kita rest. And then second kita goreng balik. Nak bagi dia lagi crispy.
Ni ikan dori je
Kita bagi kita guna ikan sea perch.
Ikan apa tu? Cakap awak, takut orang tak faham.
Dia ada body ikan siakak je bang.
Oh, itu goreng kali kedua?
Ini kali kedua. Tidak kita tak dapat crispy je.
Okey, maksudnya mula-mula chef akan goreng.
First fry.
Separuh masak lah. Kemudian goreng lagi sekali.
Baru dia dekat dalam, kat luar crispy, dalam dia steam.
Alright, faham.
Setelah tengah coating ayam, teknik kerinting, ayam kerinting.
Oh, jadi ayam ni celur dulu ke macam mana?
Kita guna 2-in-1.
2-in-1.
Tepung, air, tepung.
Oh, dia lebih kurang macam goreng ayam lah.
Ya, macam goreng ayam lah. Tapi special kita punya ni ada kerinting. Walaupun dah lepas 3-4 jam, kita makan ni still lagi rapuh. Apa kita gaul tepung. Nak bagi tepung tu salut. Biasanya kita masuk rendam dengan air. Air tu ada season.
Alright.
Lepas tu kita masuk tepung. Tepung yang dah diayak.
Gaul-gaul ni tunggu nak goreng je lah.
Tunggu nak bagi gaul bagi kerinting dan kita ke goreng.
Oh chef, ini kotak-kotak ni semua order ni. 3
semua
pieces.
Dia order 10 pagi tu. Orang customer dah start order.
Oh, dahsyat.
Memang lambat habis. Satu je.
Lambat habis
Kita tak guna tender bang. Kita guna dada ayam.
Dia tender ni memang bahagian dada kan?
Dia part belah belakang ayam tu. Tapi kalau ikut dah dapat tender ayam tu, satu part tu dapat 2 je bang.
Okey, celup air. Mana paling best seller chef?
Best seller kita lah, kita punya tender ni flavor spicy honey.
Spicy honey.
Yang paling customer suka.
Kemudian setelah dicelup, kita masuk gaul dengan tepung aja kan?
Kita goreng tepung. Tepung yang diayak. Bagi dia tekstur kerinting tu.
Kemudian baru kita boleh goreng lah.
Ini kita ketepuk lah. Nampak tekstur kerinting tu. Itu yang buat crispy je.
Dia belum goreng pun dah nampak crispy dah je.
Betul-betul. Dia dah terus dia ni. Sebab tepung kita pre-mix sendiri.
Okey.
Kita tak beli paket masuk tak. Kita buat sendiri.
Adun sendiri. Ada bahan-bahan tersendiri lah.
Sehari tepung 50 kilo lah.
Jadi orang datang sini sebab chicken tender ke ikan je?
Dua-dua.
Waktu operasi je?
Kita buka 11 sampai 2 atau 3 petang. Habis awal kita tutup awal.
Cuti?
Cuti setiap hari Ahad.
Jadi digalakkan untuk order awal.
Order awal dulu and then pick up.
Datang ambil.
Tak payah
tunggu
Tak payah tunggu. Dia suhu kena cantik 180 darjah Celsius. And then kita akan masak suhu masa 2 minit setengah. Hari Jumaat dengan Sabtu 2 kali ganda.
Oh, maksudnya dia boleh pergi 80 kilo ayam. Ikan boleh pergi 50 kilo.
Hari Jumaat sejam setengah.
Macam mana boleh jadi ramai macam ni? Chef selalu buat live ke? Viral ada panggil influencer ke?
Saya dah berniaga lama bang. Dulu ni saya berniaga lunchbox tahun 2014. One day tahun ni lah. Saya terdetik nak buka kedai sendiri. And then saya punya masa saya gamble je.
InsyaAllah. Boleh dapat sale macam ni Chef InsyaAllah memang rezeki ni Chef.
Ni favourite kita favourite all the time. Spicy honey. Yang ni budak-budak pun boleh pakai.
Tak pedas.
Dia tak pedas sangat. And then kita ada flavour smoky barbecue lah. Signature saya sebenarnya. Asalnya dulu saya buat pasta aglio-olio tapi saya twist kepada Asian style. 3 pieces kan?
5 pieces. Oh, dia ada 3 pieces, ada 5 pieces je
3 pieces, 5 pieces. Kalau kecil kita akan bagi double lah.
Oh, ikut saiz lah. Tengok pada saiz lah.
Ikut saiz lah.
Ni orang yang order ni 5 pieces ni.
Ni orang order. Ni macam ni dia kecil saya bagi lebih.
3 pieces RM10, 5 pieces berapa je?
Smoky RM18.
Oh, smoky 18. 5 pieces 18.
Yup. Kalau spesial ni je 5 pieces 15. Yang ni dia kecil kita bagi lebih.
Bagi lebih. Maksudnya tu dapat berapa ketul tu?
Kalau macam 5 kalau 8 dapat 9.
Oh, 8 dapat 9
Sebab saya ikut saiz kecil.
Sebab saiz tak sama kan?
Tak sama. Macam ni. Smoky barbecue RM18.
RM18. Dalam ada fries dulu.
Ni kita ada dua keping ikan lah. Kita special kita ada crumble.
Crumble Oh ini yang
ini crumble.
Kriak ni.
Ni customer request. Kita akan bagi. Kita akan bagi kita punya fresh made tartar sauce, slice lemon. Dan kita garnish sikit dengan parsley. Ni ayam kita nak masak.
Saya duduk sini pun dah berapa kali goreng kan ni?
Rasanya dah 5 kali dah.
Oh, sedap ni, crispy. Ini makan panas-panas sedap chef
Makan-makan memang panas-panas memang sedap bang.
Siap.
Sekarang ni favourite orang suka makan spaghetti bang.
Spaghetti pun ada?
Ada.
Saya ingatkan chicken tender
tak
dengan...
ada, kita combine. Ada spaghetti, ada chicken tender, Asian twist, aglio olio. So kita dah print kat rumah. Siap buat dah. Nanti kita bagi 200 gram.
Jangan jumpa chef tepi jalan ni.
Nanti kita akan masak je biasa lah. Sampai dia salut dalam.
Cara pegang kuali pun tahu dah tu je. Penonton saya nak follow chef punya akaun media sosial apa? Saya sebut.
Nama kedai Hook and Club by Chef Yuya. Kita ada pasta ala carte RM8. Kena pasta ketul chicken tender. Ini favourite kita lah, orang selalu order. Ini kita punya spaghetti chicken tender. Mana kami ada kat sini. Jadi kita akan bagi 3 ketul ayam.
Ini harga berapa je?
RM15.
RM15
Kalau ayam kecil kita bagi lebih
Ikut saiz
Ikut saiz.
Macam ni dapat 4 lah.
Ini 15. Ni garlic.
Garlic.
Ni kita garlic aioli. Jadi kita letak kita punya season Kita ada satu budak sekolah, dia hari-hari dia beli.
Hari-hari? Beli ni, menu ni?
Ya, hari-hari dia beli.
Okey, chef, kalau penonton nak datang ni, lokasi kat mana chef sebut chef?
Pelakat SK Pekalan, Pinji Mewah.
Kalau Waze nak tag apa?
Waze tag je Hook and Club by Chef Yuya.
Inilah suasana hari-hari chef
Sibuk macam ni chef Sini hari-hari.
Tapi pekerja-pekerja chef ni seronok ni, dapat kerja 2 jam sehari.
Ya bang.
Pekerja lain kerja 8 jam. Inilah order-order banyak tu chef.
Ini semua yang ni majoriti semua regular customer.
Regular
semua regular.
Order setiap hari ke macam mana chef?
Dia memang seminggu 3-4 kali order.
Walaupun tepi jalan tapi sibuk dia macam kedai makan Tunggu masa chef buka kat sebelah meja dengan kursi je ni.
Kita tengah program nak buat road tour bang. Satu perak.
Abang yang minta tu chef
Ramai yang minta.
Dia ada 3 jenis sos chef
3. Ini cheese lah. Cheese biasa lah.
Cheese. Ini garlic.
Kita punya garlic oli. Yang special dia kita buat garlic confit.
Baik. Yang satu lagi tu je?
Yang ni tartar. Ini pun kita buat sendiri.
Yang tu kena add on ke? Macam cheese
kalau add on RM2. Kalau 3 pieces dapat 1 sos boleh pilih. 5 pieces ada 2 sos boleh pilih.
Dapat 2 sos boleh pilih Okay, menu apa je?
Ini kita punya favourite lah. Cheesy barbecue. Kita bagi pure mozzarella. Memang bagi banyak. Memang 1 sudu setengah.
Tapi chef memang asal orang Ipoh je
Saya memang orang Pekalan.
Orang Pekalan? Saya sebagai orang Ipoh bangga lah. Ini letak atas chicken tender
Kita lagi kita tak atas chicken tender.
Baik. Sekarang ni kita tahulah terkenal pada orang-orang dewasa, anak-anak muda kan?
Ya, sekarang ni
orang tua.
Orang tua. Saya regular customer banyakkan orang tua. Dia pun suka makan fish and chip.
Maksudnya umur 40-an ke atas, 50-an ke atas dia orang suka fish and chip
Pada masa kata ikan saya tak hanyut langsung. Easy barbecue chicken tender.
Harga?
5 pieces 20.
5 pieces 20?
3 pieces 15.
Ini yang 5 pieces?
Ini yang 5 pieces. Ini kita punya signature BBQ punya serbuk lah.
300 box, 2 jam meniaga, kadang-kadang 1 jam setengah meniaga, dan 40 kilo ayam ke 80 kilo ayam sehari. Chicken tender. Harga yang sangat-sangat murah, RM10 untuk 3 ketul. Dia ikut saiz. Kalau saiz dia kecil, dia bagi lebih. Dalam 4-5 ketul, ikut saiz. Okey? Ini harga dia RM10. Dia bagi dengan garlic sauce. Kalau kita nak add on dengan sos cheese, RM2. Sebelum kita nak cuba chicken tender ni, kita nak makan dulu fish and chip. Tengok selonggok fish and chip harga RM10 je. Dia bagi tapi 2 ketul yang besar macam ni. Tanpa bercakap banyak. Bismillah. Ya Allah. Chef ni dah pengalaman 13 tahun. Jadi susah nak petikaikan tentang rasa dia. Bismillah. Ya Allah. 2 jam sahaja mereka. Hari biasa. Kalau weekend, sejam setengah. Digalakkan untuk telefon dulu untuk order. Nanti korang datang pick up je. Bismillah. Kalau RM10 dia dapat free 1 sos dengan 2 pieces lah. Kata chef tu kat sini banyak pakcik datang beli sebab dia kata ikan chef ni tak hanyir. Bismillah. Memang dia menang dekat crispy. Ini tartar sos yang dia buat sendiri. Chef tu bancuh sendiri, bukan beli yang dah siap. Bismillah. Allah. Habis satu saya makan. Bismillah. Ni dapat daun parsley. Yang tepung-tepung crispy ni korang boleh minta. Dan dia ada bagi fries juga kat sini. Fries longgok. Bismillah. Ini yang 2 pieces harga dia RM10. Gedabak besar selonggok macam ni. Kau tanya saya, daripada kita pergi makan dekat tempat yang harga mahal-mahal tu, baik kita datang peniaga-peniaga tepi jalan yang jual harga marhain macam ni. Okey, kita nak cuba next menu. Ini menu seterusnya adalah chicken tender. Tapi chef ni beritahu chicken tender dia menggunakan bahagian dada. Ni rupa kejadian dia. 3 pieces RM10. Dia ikut saiz tau. Kalau macam ni kecil, ni 2, 3. Ini dia bagi 4 sebab saiz dia kecil. Okey, tanpa bercakap banyak, kita nak cuba. Nampak macam lembut. Rasa dia punya tepung crispy tak? Bismillah. Ayam dia pun lembut, boleh kepok macam tu. Tiap set yang harga RM10 dia akan bagi satu sos. Kita nak cuba dengan sos garlic. Ini sos garlic paling best seller kata chef tu. Ramai orang suka sos garlic dia. Yang ni dia bagi sos garlic. Kalau fish and chip dia akan bagi tartar sos. Bismillah. Panas ni. Tartar sos sedap, sos garlic pun sedap. Barang saya gunakan perkataan sedap. Tambah kalau air tangan chef, orang yang pengalaman belasan tahun kerja dekat hotel yang bermacam-macam jenis. Setelah lama dia kerja, baru 4 bulan berniaga guys. Sudah ada customer seramai ini. Bismillah. Kalau kita tengok tadi, saya datang pukul 10 pagi dia dah tengah sibuk buatkan order customer yang sangat banyak tu. Kita nak cuba sos cheese ni add on lah. Kalau anak-anak kan suka makan sos cheese ni. Bismillah. Okey. Saya nak cuba dengan tartar sos. Kita nak ambil ayam ni cicah dengan tartar sos. Bismillah. Tartar sos dia boleh tahan. Dia tak sama macam yang dah siap beli punya. Bismillah. Dan suapan terakhir, tapi saya paling suka sos garlic. Ni sos garlic. Bismillah. Bismillah. Rasa yang begini, air tangan chef belasan tahun, apa lagi kau nak? Ini antara yang kita boleh respect air tangan anak jati Ipoh Perak. Saya sebagai orang Ipoh Perak bangga chef yang boleh buat fish and chip se-crispy ini dan chicken tender sesedap ini. Kau bayangkan, dia boleh meniaga sehari sejam setengah sahaja kalau weekend. 80 kilo ayam, 50 kilo ikan dan kalau dikumpulkan boleh dapat 300 kotak sehari. Ini air tangan bukan main-main nak meniaga. Walaupun baru meniaga 4 bulan tapi hasil dia luar biasa. Korang datang sini insya-Allah tak akan mengecewakan korang. Dia sangat ngam dengan tekak-tekak orang Melayu kita. InsyaAllah saya jamin takkan rugi. Memang kalau korang datang korang tak rasa rugi lah. Berbaloi, puas hati. Kita jumpa di next video. Assalamualaikum.
RG のガンダムタイプ以外のモビルスーツもうちょっと増えてほしいよね。ってことでどうもプラミンです。はい、ということで今回の動画はそんな RG で数少ないガンダムタイプじゃないモビルスーツ、こちらのよいしょ、今回はこのガンプラを作ってレビューしていきたいと思います。いや、それにしてもほんと RG ってガンダムタイプじゃないモビルスーツ少ないよね。発売してるのだとザク、ズゴック、サザビ、ジオング、トールギス、シナンジュ、バリエーションキットとか除くとこれだけなんだよね。RG15 年の歴史の中で6種類だけだから結構少なめ。しかもガンダムタイプ以外の中だと大体シャアのモビルスーツだから、このトールギスはかなり例外ですね。しかもプレ版限定ではあるけどギス2、ギス3もキット化してるっていう。箱はねそんなに大きくない、結構作りやすそうな RG。 ただこれは確かアドバンスド MS ジョイントがまだちゃんと使われてる時代のやつだったはずってことで、早速気になる中身見ていきましょう。ではいざ開封。よいしょ。お、早速アドバンスド MS ジョイント。はい、内野物はランナーが全部で10枚とアドバンスド MS ジョイント、サーベルエフェクト、リアリスティックデカール、説明書になってます。説明書の中はちゃんと RG らしく説明が載ってますね。説明書の中には RG らしくしっかりと機体解説が載ってる。これ見る感じ可動域ちゃんと広そう。てかバーニアの展開あんのめっちゃ熱いね。もうこれめちゃくちゃ楽しみで、アドバンスド MS ジョイントはこんな感じでスリッパパーツと腕と脚部の一部かな、これだけになってるのでめちゃくちゃ少ないね。まあ発売2018年なんでもうねほぼほぼアドバンスド MS ジョイントが消えてきてる頃の RG で、サーベルエフェクトは SB12 で、サーベルエフェクトなんかランナーの中に H1 ランナーとして頭部のセンサーと透明のエフェクトがついてるんだけど、説明書見るとこれはサーベルエフェクト色付きと色なしどっちも選べるよっていうやつらしい。リアリスティックデカールはそんなに多くない。でランナー見ていくんだけど、この特徴的なホワイトの外装パーツ、これはこんな感じでちょっと光沢のある仕上げになってますね。ただ説明書とか見る感じ、特にグロスインジェクションとかっていうわけじゃなくて単純に光沢のある成型色っていうタイプ。ただ A ランナーの方は光沢のないホワイトが 入ってますね。で、ちゃんとディテールも RG らしくしっかりと入ってる。この太もも前面とかね、結構特徴的なパーツなんだけど、ちゃんとディテールが入ってることで情報量マシマシになってますね。で、また A ランナー戻るんだけど、多色成形でイエローのパーツとグレーのパーツが成形されてる。残りはイエローのランナーとワンパーツ、トサカの部分のためだけの赤いランナー。で、このイエローは A ランナーのイエローと比較すると結構オレンジっぽいイエロー。個人的にはこっちの方が好き。まあ、シールドとかダクトの部分っていう感じかな。で、残り
You did it! You finally built or bought a
On June 17th of this year, myself and Andy were fired by Linus Tech Tips, a channel that we had worked for 8 and 6 years respectively, and honestly, it was awesome. Getting fired was the absolute best thing that could have happened to us. We got severance, access to social benefits if we need it, and also we get to make this channel full time. And as of today, a second channel, so subscribe down below. But how did we end up in a situation where we're absolutely stoked to get fired from our dream jobs? Well, before we get into that, I need to acknowledge that working at Linus Tech Tips was possibly the best thing that has ever happened to me. Without the incredible amount of knowledge, skills, and friends that I made while I was there, this channel would absolutely not be possible. And I am forever indebted to Linus and the amount that he taught me about video writing, hosting, and generally how to survive on YouTube. I got the job in a pretty normal way. I followed LTT for a while on YouTube, they released a video asking for writers, and they called out my exact skill set of engineering, mechanical design, and ability to write funny videos. So I dropped out of university and moved across the continent to become a YouTuber. At that point, I'd completed 4 out of 5 years of mechanical engineering and had realized it was not for me. I absolutely loved mechanical design, but it turns out designing a part is like a week of super fun testing and designing, and then 2 months of arguing with supplier about why they need to remake a $20,000 part for free because they didn't read your damn drawings. I was also watching loads of science and tech YouTube like Veritasium, Smarter Every Day, Vsauce, and of course LTT, thinking making those videos seemed like way more fun than what I was doing previously, which was doing a work term, conducting a feasibility study, and then finding out that it wasn't feasible, and then just kind of sitting around for the second half of it. But man, working at LTT in the early days was sick. I was reviewing gaming laptops at their absolute peak before Nvidia put power limits on mobile GPUs. I got to play with both the best and the worst computer hardware known to man, and of course, made some incredibly sketchy heat sinks. Looking back at it is pretty wild. Like, the channel only had around 3 million subscribers, the move to the office had just happened, and it really had the vibes of a startup. I was the 15th person there, and although my position officially was as a writer, I was doing different things every single day. One week I'd be reviewing a laptop, the next week absolutely failing to build a heatsink from scratch, and after that doing research on how to buy new tools and expand our capabilities. I was learning new things every day across tech, hosting, and engineering, and I was very happy about it. During those times, I also started hosting videos, something that did not come naturally to me still today. But I persevered for a variety of reasons. If I was doing a build that would take a week or two, it was impractical to have Linus there hosting the whole thing, so me hosting allowed me to take on much bigger projects. Also, Linus's time has always been a bottleneck, so the company of course wanted more people to be good on camera, and personally, I wanted to be better at hosting for job security reasons. All I could do was write videos. Those videos could only ever be as good as the person that hosted them, and if that person got hit by a bus, or much more likely accidentally said something very problematic on WAN show.
N-word hard R?
What? No. Being able to host meant I would be able to continue doing the things that I love. At this time, the company was super good at supporting the passions of employees that weren't necessarily in the standard LTT niche, like my passion for cars. And while I was there, I made over 50 car videos. Before we get into that though, a little backstory on Andy. Hi. Before moving to Canada, he was cutting his teeth working for iPhone.com, specifically the car review department of them in China, but realized that a lot of car brands would publish everything in English, so he wanted to get better at that. He came to Canada to continue to learn videography and of course some English, and then just kind of never left. Eventually he ended up at LTT, first as a grip, then a camera op, and then a production supervisor. Back to our car videos though, at LTT they started as insane Top Gear style affairs, spearheaded by myself, Brandon Lee, and John O'Tan. Brandon got to flex his camera skills, where we hired an actual commercial director, a camera car and crew, and even a stunt driver to create some of what I think are the best produced videos ever to drop on the channel. The huge drift in the Taycan remains, in my opinion, the coolest thing that LTT has ever captured on a camera sensor. But these were obscenely expensive videos. Like, the camera car alone was $8 grand a day, not to mention a freaking horse. This is around when Andy joined the team, and he was there for all of those car videos, even taking his Odyssey out for a bit of a joyride around the track during some of the downtime, and always encouraging us to get up close and personal with the camera in the cars. This style of videos were fine for the first couple because DJI basically wrote us a blank check to film the coolest stuff that we could, but then they became a bit more preoccupied with other things, and our third Top Gear style review of the Taycan lost LTT a whack load of money without a sponsor attached. Now I know some of you think that Linus Media Group has gobs of cash and should have just let us continue making these kind of videos, money be damned, but there are two things that I absolutely hate. The first is when I work on a video that I think is absolutely amazing, but it doesn't get good views. The YouTube algorithm is a fickle thing, so sometimes if you try something different, it doesn't always find the audience it deserves. The second and even worse one though, is when a video I make does not make money. Making cool videos is a privilege, and a privilege that I do not take for granted. And no matter how cool the video is, if it doesn't make money, at some point you're gonna have to stop making them. Bit of a tangent here, but I have seen so many comments over the years asking me how the heck I convinced Linus to spend so much money on the builds I make and the equipment needed to make those builds happen. Ensuring those projects make money is how I made it happen. Almost every balls to the wall build, whether that meant flying in Nerdforge from Norway on Sonic's dime, getting D-Brand to pay for the Pyramid PC, a gaming camper van, turbocharging a laptop, a desk made of radiators, or freaking Dolby Atmos in a fire truck, a sponsor had to pay for that. These are all videos where we come up with the idea in a writers meeting, and then myself and the business team would work tirelessly to sell the concept to a sponsor to make sure that we could make it all happen again. Knowing we needed to figure out how to make car videos without breaking the bank, myself and Andy changed up how our car videos were shot, with the first of this style being the Volvo XC40 review. For the vast majority of LTT videos, the production pipeline was something like this. We'd get in the product, I'd do all of the testing, write a script, Linus would host the video, and then I would write a list of all of the B-roll needed, and the shooters would take it from there. This works great for something like a laptop, but due to the size of cars and the fact that manufacturers normally only let us have them for a week at a time, shooting all of the A-roll and B-roll separately added way too much production time. To change it up, we shot the Volvo video by first shooting the A-roll, then immediately shooting all of the B-roll close-ups right after to make sure that we had every single shot that we needed and we got them all quickly. By doing this, we were able to get pretty darn close to the quality of those previous videos, but at like 10% of the cost. And also, Jake got to do some donuts in his M5. That was sick. I do need to shout out Jonathan Horst here of Mac Address. He is the one that originally taught Andy how to shoot videos in this way, and this is how we still shoot videos on this channel to today. Press F in chat for Mac Address.
Yeah, thank you, Jonathan.
Yeah, thank you, Horst. From here, we continued to shoot a whole bunch of electric car reviews on Short Circuit, and it was awesome. Electric cars were the hot thing at the time, and it seemed like they'd be in almost everyone's garage in a couple of years, and we got to look at them first. The carrot of a car channel was ever present, and it seemed like any day now we would be able to make one. So why didn't that happen? Gamers Nexus is what happened. The amount of damage his videos did to the channel cannot be overstated. With lost sponsors, terrible community sentiment, and some really good talent leaving the company because they did not sign up for death threats. I don't want to get into it too much, but I find it genuinely impressive how for a company with such an incredible number of issues like Linus Media Group, Steve didn't seem to hit on any of the real problems, and instead assumed the problems were Linus's greed, non-existing conflicts of interest, and us wanting to screw over our viewers for some reason? That would make us more money? No. I can tell you for certain, none of the problems Steve talked about were because of greed or malice. Everyone that works there is just a nerd that wants to make the best video they can. There were plenty of problems with the company, and Linus will be the first one to tell you that the company did grow too fast, and there are plenty of issues because of that. But from where I was sitting, it seemed like many of those problems were already identified and probably would have just been solved in the coming months. Instead, those problems were solved publicly in a week, for better or for worse. And some of the changes were great, like the ECC squad didn't just fact check the videos, but have become an invaluable resource, aiding me greatly with videos like the nonlinear junction detector and Russell Brand's stupid Wi-Fi amulet. But this also created a cycle where every single time there was a problem in a video, there'd be a bunch of post-mortem meetings, then there'd be a brand new process that would be created to prevent that problem from happening in the future, even though we hadn't gotten used to the old process yet, and the new process caused a bunch of different unknown problems and no one ever knew what was going on, and the Gamers Nexus debacle completely killed discussions about a car channel. With views and revenue down, it didn't seem like a good time to expand into a new vertical, and the talks never seriously resumed. Car channel aside, as the company grew, my responsibilities shrank. Like, I spent a bunch of time to designing a handle for the screwdriver, and when it became clear that I just didn't have enough time to both work on the screwdriver and make videos, I helped them hire a real engineer to take over the project, and then I never worked on engineering stuff again. Originally did a bunch of procurement and planning for the workshop and learned a whole bunch about machining and how to do that, and eventually that was all taken over by others so I could focus on writing more videos. The huge projects I was working on slowly moved from me doing the entire thing start to finish to me delegating the whole thing start to finish, taking on more of a project management role. Laptop and tech testing I had previously done myself, and that was now handled by labs. When there's only 15 people at the company, it felt like my role was writer, engineer, fabricator, test technician, and product designer. And when the company was at over 100, my title finally reflected my role, just a writer. I was also generally struggling to come up with new ideas for crazy projects. The first time we strapped a massive fan to a computer is exhilarating, and 8 years later, I could write the conclusion of the video before it even started. The thing I value most is constantly learning new things, and for my last 2 years at Linus Tech Tips, I felt like I was just rehashing old ideas for a new sponsor. Andy was having a similar experience. What he loves doing is making awesome videos, filming cars, and telling me to redo a take because the focus wasn't right. And after that stupid bolt I just took 5 minutes out.
Can't redo that, please.
Instead, he was just managing schedules and coordinating shoots instead of actually being in the action. There were two things that kept me going my last year there: a collab with Mighty Car Mods and a collab with Doug DeMiro. And man, that collab with Mighty Car Mods was sick. During that week, I had energy like I hadn't had in months, worked incredibly hard. Like, me and Brian left at 5 in the morning to pick up an engine in Washington after working late the night before. And of course, Andy filmed the entire thing. After those collabs were done, I felt more lost than ever, knowing just how motivated I could be and not being able to continue researching shitbox mods on the company dime. At this point, me and Andy started meeting after work, running the numbers on how many views we'd need to get to pay rent, figuring out production timelines and how many videos the two of us realistically could produce in a month. In January of this year, I met with management at Linus Media Group and told them I was making a car channel this summer. If they wanted in, now was the time to act, or I would just do it myself. They waffled a bit, said they wanted to see some more videos and see if there was demand for the content, and it became pretty clear to me that it just wasn't going to happen anytime soon. There was a big problem though, the non-compete. At the time, the employee handbook said personal projects should not be competitive with LMG or its affiliated company's business, wording that I thought was way too broad, but they insisted that me starting a car channel would be competitive with their business, even though they wouldn't actually let me start one there. There were many other problems with starting a car channel there too. Internal jealousy of who's getting free car parts, how does insurance work, what happens when I put too much boost in my Golf and the engine explodes. On top of this, 3 channels had just been put on hiatus and everyone that worked for those channels was laid off, which didn't exactly give me a whole lot of confidence to start a new channel there. Over the next couple of months, myself and Andy had a bunch of meetings with management about the non-compete clause. I got an employment lawyer. Things were pretty tense. They told us a potential solution was that we could launch the channel, but only if we didn't monetize it, had no sponsors, and didn't get any free car parts, which I thought was very silly, but we agreed to it. I wanted to stay on as